Hey guys, this is a therapist task guide for Beneath the Streets. For this task, we will have to use the transit from Streets of Tarkov to the lab, and then once you do get into labs, then you do have to locate 4 separate areas, and this all has to be done within one consecutive raid. So firstly, I will say that at the time that I am making this video, this task is not going to be required for Kappa, so this is going to be completely optional. With that being said, if you did still want to try and complete this task, then obviously you will have to start on Streets of Tarkov in order to take the transit to labs. However, even though you are starting on Streets, do not forget to bring a labs access card with you, which therapist does actually supply you with one as initial equipment when you do accept this task. So make sure that you do accept that from your messages and then put that onto your PMC before you do load into the Streets raid. Or you can always buy them directly from therapist or ref if they are loyalty level 4, or you can always buy them directly from the flea market if you do lose the one that's provided to you. So here's a map of Streets, and where we do have to go for this transit is an alleyway in between the museum and the cosmonaut building. So I am here on Streets at the end of the Klimov Street, and then the Expo building is just going to be right here. Now if we do turn around and start down this road, then on our right will be the museum where the Kamchatskaya Arch Scav extract is going to be located, and then to my left here is a pathway that will lead us into the alleyway that leads to the underground entrance for the transit to labs. Now just keep in mind that you will have to be in raid for at least 1 minute before you are able to interact with the transit, and then you also have to have that labs access card on your PMC, and then you will see the countdown and you will be on your way to a labs raid. Now for the second part of this task on labs, you will have to locate 4 different areas in a single raid, which I do have marked on the map here, being the control room, the server room, the dome, and also the transit that leads back to Streets of Tarkov. And you can do them in whatever order that you do want to, or whatever works best for the spawn that you end up getting in labs. And now I will show you guys in an actual raid where all these locations are. So I'm here on labs, and then the manager's office is going to be right here in front of me. To my right through this door off in the distance is where the CAT conference room is. Now if I do turn around, then the freezer will be on my left, but we will be heading towards the control room in the second floor of the warehouse, which is going to be over here on my right. So for this one in particular, then you will have to go actually inside of the control room itself up here on the second floor in order to get a subtask complete. And once you end up doing this, then we will make our way back out to the main area and then take a left. And then the first door that we will come to will be the server room. And it will be very easily identifiable with the red railings and also the yellow piping running throughout the entire room. And then you will end up getting a subtask complete as soon as you walk into this area, either on the second floor like I am, or depending on your spawn, you could actually enter from the first floor by the black room, and then you will also get a subtask complete from entering here as well. Now once you end up getting this one, then we will go back up to the main labs area and then take a left. You need to go to the other side of this large room where you will see the dome off in the distance. And you actually do have to go inside of this hazard dome in order to get another subtask complete for scouting this location. Now once you do end up going inside the dome, then we will head to the final area. So heading out of the dome and then to the left, then I am going to go up on this catwalk just to show you guys the location of the 2 dark offices here on the left and the right, up on the second floor. And where we need to actually go is on the first floor in between these 2 offices to the elevator on the left hand side with the open doors. Once you do step inside of this elevator, then you will get another subtask complete, and if this is the final location for you, then you will have a quest completion notification. Now you do not actually have to take the transit back to Streets, you solely have to locate the area, so you can go and extract from labs normally if you do want to, or you can also go and transit back to Streets to extract from there if you are more comfortable doing so on Streets. Either way, the task will be completed for you and ready to be handed into therapist. So hopefully you guys found this guide useful and it does help you to complete this task. Thank you guys for checking out my guide on this, and hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day.